Hi guys. Today we're going to be talking about and demonstrating the back squat and the split squat. The quadriceps, which acts as the prime movers of these exercises, include the rectus femoris, which is shown above, originating from the inferior iliac spine and the ilium of the pelvis, and inserts onto the patella tendon. The vastus lateralis originates from the greater trochanter and the lateral lip of the linea aspera of the femur, then inserts on the patella tendon. The vastus medialis originates from the upper part of the femoral shaft and it inserts as a flattened tendon into the patella tendon. This muscle is also closer to the midline of the body. The vastus intermedius muscle originates from the anterior and lateral surfaces of the femoral shaft and inserts onto the patella tendon. This muscle is also located beneath the rectus femoris. The transverse abdominis acts as the antagonist muscle group to help co-contract, to stabilize and maintain the pelvis, to create the abdominal pressure, and also offer support to the back. This muscle originates from the inguinal ligament of the costal cartilages of 7 to 12, the iliac crest, and the thoracolumbar fascia, and inserts onto the conjoint tendon, xiphoid process, linea alba, and pubic crest. The hamstrings, which acts as the synergist muscles, include the bicep femoris, which is made up of the long head, which originates from the ischial tuberosity of the pelvis, and the short head, which originates from the linea aspera on the posterior surface of the femur. They both insert into the head of the fibula. The next muscle is the semitendinosus, which originates from the ischial tuberosity of the pelvis and inserts to the medial surface of the tibia. And the last muscle, the semimembranosus, which originates from the ischial tuberosity and inserts to the medial tibial condyle. What Caitlin's describing above is the Bulgarian split squat. This is a unilateral exercise and is also known as the rear foot elevated split squat. It can challenge balance and coordination and can be done with either a barbell, dumbbell, or kettlebell. The steps. You first want to get into a split squat position with one leg forward and the other elevated on a box, bench, or chair. Stand about 2-3 feet in front of the platform, then reach one leg behind and place on the platform so that way you're evenly balanced. Make sure you stay square and keep your torso upright and that the front leg forms approximately a 90-degree angle. During the eccentric phase, lower the elevated leg toward the floor, causing knee flexion. This should take about 2-3 seconds. Once you hit the bottom, then can slowly concentrically rise up, returning to the starting position, causing the knee extension. Reverse this movement and return to the starting position when finished. The muscles worked in this movement are the quads, which are the prime movers, the hamstrings, which are the antagonist muscle group, and the glutes, which are the synergist muscle group. Some tips: keep the knee from going over the toe, keep the knee from caving in to avoid knee valgus, don't let the chest fall, and make sure there's length between legs so it isn't too narrow or too long. You see right here, Caitlin's well balanced, he's coordinated, he has full control of the bar, and he's doing the right movement. The back squat is a common lower body compound movement that involves multiple muscle groups and different variations that include a front squat, Zercher squat, and back squat. The steps is to adjust the height of the rack so that you are slightly below shoulder height. Allow to use a spotter to unload, rack the weight, and help with the positioning of the bar so that it's centered on your back. The lifter must bend the knees and lower the body until the top surface of the legs at the hip joint are lower than the top of the knees. Toes can be slighted pointing out, controlling the weight, making sure you lock the pelvis in position before you eccentrically lower yourself down. Then concentrically move upward, making sure your elbows rotate under, keeping the weight on your full foot. Constant communication with the spotter when finished with the rack is completely crucial, especially when dealing with heavier weight. The muscles worked in this movement is the quads and glutes, which are the prime movers, the transverse abdominis, which is the synergist muscle group, and the hamstrings, which act as the antagonist muscle group. Some tips. Kalen shows a great job of keeping his head up and chest out, engaging his Valsalva, interiorly and tilting your pelvis, bracing your TVA to co-contract and stabilize to create that abdominal pressure, making sure your hips stay under you, making sure you don't poke out, and learning how to miss, which includes either dumping, lifting in pins, and trusting your spotter to re-rack you when you're failing. Right here is a demonstration of Kalen struggling, communicating with the spotter, and safely re-racking it. Thank you.